Okay, Kanya, we are going to read this book. What can you see on the cover of the book?
It says A.
Okay, so look at the other things. Don't worry about the words for now. What can you see on the cover?
A fish.
Yes, there is a fish. What else?
A fish for lunch.
Oh, a fish for lunch. Well done. That is the name of the book. And we call that the... There's a special name for that. What do we call that?
I don't know.
We call it the title. A fish for lunch. What else can you see on the cover?
The title.
That is called the title, A Fish for Lunch. What else can you see on the cover of the book?
This one.
What is that?
It was message.
Is it a message? That's right, there are more words on the book. So it's called, if I read it, it says Tasha, Pim, and Mark Oliver. Now, Tasha Pim is the person who wrote the book. Do you remember what we call that person?
No.
The person who writes the book is called the...
Author.
The author. Good girl. Well done.
Wait. It's the Oliver.
Okay, then we have Mark Oliver. So Tasha Pim is the person who wrote the book, and Mark Oliver, he has another job. He is the person who drew the pictures.
So the children Oliver that's outside
We do
wrote
have-
the book.
We do have someone called Oliver. You know our friend Oliver did not write the book. The person, Mark Oliver, he's the person who drew the pictures, and we call that person the you know it.
Straight.
Good girl. The person who draws the pictures on the book is the illustrator. Now, let's have a look at the back of the book. And it says, the title again, A Fish for Lunch, and, shall I read that bit? It says, Shark wishes for a fish for lunch. Does he get one? So that is called the blurb. So it just tells us a little bit about
What's
what
a
the book.
blurb?
So,
Do you mean a blurb?
this is called the blurb, okay? And it tells us,
Blurb.
listening, it tells us a little bit about the story. Okay, should we open the book?
Yeah.
I think I would like to read the first part of the book. It says, A Fish for Lunch by Tasha Pim. Yes, written by Tasha Pim, and here it says, illustrated by Mark Oliver. I think it would be nice if we took turn to read. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to read page 2.
I can't read this whole bit.
Oh, it's nice to have it down like that. I think it's a bit easier if we're both reading from it. So, when I'm reading, I like to point at the words. I wish I had a fish for lunch. What do you think is going to happen next?
I wish I had a fish for lunch.
What do you think is going to happen next?
I think they're gonna gobble it up.
You think he's going to gobble it up? So, I've got another question. Who is saying, I wish I had a fish for lunch? Who is saying that?
Shark!
The shark. That's right. The shark is saying, I wish I had a fish for lunch. Can we turn to the next page?
Yeah! That's number 3.
Number 3. That's right. That's page number 3. Can you turn to the next page, please, Kalia? Because it is your turn to read.
What's that? Is that... Does he think that is a fish?
What is it?
I don't know. Is it a sea frog?
Oh, is it a sea frog? That's a very good question. Shall we
Actually, all the frogs jump underwater.
do they?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That frogs can...
Swim.
They can swim. Frogs can swim. That's right. Can we read that and find out?
Okay.
Remember, I point at the words because that helps me to see exactly what I'm reading.
T.
And what does that word say?
I don't know.
Should we sound it out?
T.
You know what? That's a lovely sounding out, and I love the way you're using your sound fingers. But remember, a Tina H says Good girl. Well done. So point at your words and continue reading.
That.
Good girl. So read the rest of the sentence.
Is it not your turn?
No, you need to read the entire sentence, remember?
Oh, okay. Is a fish.
Fish. Should we sound it out again to help us?
Yeah. Frog.
Frog. Good girl. So the sentence says,
That is a frog.
well done. So it's my turn to read on the next page. But remember, I find it really helpful to point at the words so I know exactly where I am. That is not, if I'm not sure, I can sound it out. Not a, oh, shall we sound this word out together? Ish says,
Fish.
good girl. That is not a fish. Thank you for helping me. Can you turn the page? It is your turn to read again.
Isn't it your turn to tell it to me? Didn't I tell it
Okay,
after?
we saw this word on the other page, so we know exactly what that word is.
What's that?
You tell me. What do you think it is?
Is it-
Shall we read the sentence and find out?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Oh, can't you sound it out with me?
You can do it. You're quite capable.
Sorry. Well, I find it helpful to pick it up.
Let's leave it there so I can see it as well, because remember, we're sharing.
Okay.
Can I show you something, Kalia? Try and remember the words, because we have seen it before, haven't we? What is that word?
Oh, it's a copy.
What is that word?
That.
Good girl.
That.
Good. So what is that word?
That.
Well done. Keep going.
That is cell.
What is that a picture of?
I don't know.
Should we sound it out together? Ooh.
Shell.
Good girl. That's the good
So
thing,
it's
isn't
a
it?
shell.
That is a shell.
I thought that's like an ice cream.
Okay.
Of an ice
Do
cream.
you want to read the sentence this time? Go for it, because we know this word is that. Point at the words and read. You can do it.
That is not
Good girl.
a fish.
Well done. So you remembered the word from the other page, didn't you? That is not a fish. Fantastic. I'm going to read this time. Is that okay?
Yeah,
My turn.
I want you to.
That is a What is this word? I'm going to sound it out. Can you help me? Sh. Ip. Says. Oh, I need your help. Aren't you helping me?
Ship.
Ship. Good
I
girl.
already know that one because I was looking at that.
That's really good because you can use the pictures to help you as well. That. Oh, your turn. Oops. It's your turn. Go on then.
That is not a fish.
Good girl. Oh, your turn. You know that. Remember, we need to point at the words.
Okay, that is a book. Bean
Is it a B? Have a look again. Is it a B? Or is it another letter?
duck.
Well done. So can you read the entire sentence now without sounding out?
Okay, that is a duck.
Good girl. And then he says, yuck.
That is a duck.
Yuck. Shall we read it together? I like that. That is a duck. Yuck. Ooh, was he happy about that?
No.
And then, shall I read the last page? Oh, there are two more pages.
Yeah.
I wish, what ish, I had a fish to munch. So I'm going to read the entire sentence without sounding out. I wish I had a fish to munch. Munch. Okay. Your turn. Point out the words.
Okay. I wish I had
Good girl.
a fish to giggle.
To giggle. You're making me laugh. Shall we sound it out together?
Okay. So break it down.
Okay.
Car.
But we need to sound out the rest of it. I love the way you were breaking it down, but we need to sound out all of the word. So it's says crunch. So let's read the sentence. We know the word is crunch, so now we need to read the entire sentence.
I wish I had a fish to munch.
Munch? Is it munch this time, or is it a different word?
Crunch.
Good girl.
I wish I had a fish to crunch.
Ooh, can you read this sentence?
Okay. A bug.
Bug. Shall we sound it out?
Big.
Good girl.
A big. Big.
Good girl.
A big. A big fish. A big fish. Off.
4. Good girl.
4.
Should we sound it out together?
Yeah.
Lunch. So can we read the entire sentence without sounding out?
A big fish for lunch.
Fantastic! High five. That is amazing.
What happened?
What do you think has happened there?
Who grabbed him out of the bath?
That's a very, very good question. I like your thinking. Who grabbed the shark and took him out of... Oh!
The bath.
Out of the bath? Is that where you think he was?
Yeah. Because look.
What tells you that it was in the bath?
Because my wall sometimes, looks like I watched the video about I watched the baby video.
Yeah.
I mean the baby movie, and the middle one did put it on, so I put it on for her. I want her to watch it too.
Okay.
And then,
so, are you saying to me that you can see the tiles in the background, so that tells you he was in the bath? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well done.
It looks slippery.
Well,
Why?
well done. Good job. And that's
Can
the
I
end of
watch
our
the video?
story.